Good kill, good kill. Hey, good kill.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're here in the F-18 Super Hornet. Once again, we are carrying the SM-6 or the Aim-174B. You know, you call it whatever you want. This thing, you know, we've talked about it in the past. It was a naval missile. They used to launch this thing off of ships. It's twice the size of an AMRAAM, and they strapped it onto an F-18 Hornet to basically make it a little bit more competitive, just because the AMRAAM, you know, not exactly the longest range missile, so I think they felt the need to step it up a little bit, so they made this thing just to bridge the gap between the AMRAAM and some of the new stuff that the Russians and the Chinese might be coming out with. Speaking of the Russians, we are fighting a Su-27 here today, and he is firing the R-37M. Here he is. He'll be on radar any second now, I would imagine. His missile is the R-37M, which is hypersonic. He's actually locking me up here, and for some reason I don't see him yet. So I'm going to slightly defend here. The SM-6 or the Aim-174B that I'm carrying is not hypersonic. This is a big distinction worth making here. There's some mountains over there. Okay, he's got a missile in the air. The fact that I can't find him doesn't necessarily come down to the Hornet radar. It's also user error. I'm probably not looking in the right spot in the sky. Over there, look at those mountains. Those look like decent mountains. We're going to head over there to try to defend this missile. Hopefully... Oh, here we go. I got him on radar right here. Look, right here. There we go. Let's see if we can shoot a missile at him. I don't want to let him just push me, so he's 89 miles off the nose here. Fox 3 will defend towards the mountains. Those Russian hypersonics are dangerous. They're very much like, they remind me of meteors, where the meteor will just, and the R-37, they'll head over to an area and you can hide, and then if you accidentally stick your head up, you know, they'll reacquire you. So they're very dangerous. That's why I kind of want to head to the mountains, because I think I can get the most cover over there and hide from this thing. One of the major disadvantages of the Aim-174, the SM-6 if you will, is the fact that it's not hypersonic. His missiles are going to get to me much sooner than mine will get to him. I'm gonna climb here. That missile seems like it's lost me. The RWR is quiet. Again, that doesn't mean that the danger has passed. It might be out here somewhere. We might have to defend super quickly. I have him on radar here once again. There we go. Got him. Lock him up at 65 miles here. And let's just shoot one here. Fox 3. That sounds like he shot another one at me as well. We'll head back into the mountains. One of the other massive disadvantages of the SM-6 missile, how large it is, it really puts a lot of strain on my wings. So I can't really pull too many G's or I'll break my wings off. The Russian R-37M, compared to the SM-6 or the Aim-174B that I'm carrying, is a far more compact missile. However, it's also faster, like we talked about. The R-37 is hypersonic. The advantage that I have is that you could argue that my seeker might be better. That's up for debate. At the very least, it's the same seeker. We're heading into the mountains here, and that RWR has gone away. But the other advantage I have is that my missile, the SM-6, is more maneuverable than his R-37. So at closer ranges, my missiles will be a little bit more effective, I think. We've come into the mountains here, and you can hear that the RWR is clean, so that missile has probably lost track, although I'm a little nervous about popping my head up here. I want to, you know, go up there and see if I can see him. See if we can get another missile off. We'll just turn back around here because we're getting out of the range of the mountains. Oh, that missile has reacquired me. You remember what I said? Alright, so we're back here again. We're going to try this one more time. The hypersonics, I told you, they're very, very dangerous. And, you know, I shouldn't have come up. I shouldn't have poked my head up like that. I got a little greedy. I should have defended longer and made sure the missile had hit the ground. He's locking me up here. Okay, he's already shot at me again. So I'm going to defend again. I'm having a little bit of trouble picking him up on radar. Not really sure why. But I'm going to defend here. Once again towards those mountains, but this time I won't make the same mistake. You know, we'll be a little bit more defensive than last time. Take our time. I do love the look of the Hornet with the 4 SM-6s on it. It looks, I don't know, it just looks really good in my opinion, from the top down too. Look at those missiles, they're so beautiful. Huge. Okay, so we'll head to these mountains here. Again, you can hear that missile's almost lost lock on me already. You know, the RWR is quiet, so I wonder if the seekers on these R-37s are maybe not great for fighter-sized contacts. They are, of course, intended for tankers and AWACS and that kind of stuff. Here we go, I got him on radar. 87 miles we got him. Fox 3 from me. And we'll defend back in the mountains. He's locking me too. And remember what I said earlier, if I pull too hard, I put too many G's on the aircraft, the wings will actually rip off just from the sheer mass of these SM-6 missiles. Those of you who have seen them next to an AMRAAM, you'll know how big they are. Like, think like twice the length of one and like twice as thick too. So these things are quite girthy. So, you know, whatever moves you're going to make, they better be, like, you won't be able to make sudden moves, you know, and dodge missiles and all that kind of stuff. You better know exactly what you want to do, you better have it pre-planned, and you better do it nice and smooth with these missiles on your aircraft, at least with 4 of them. I think it's the same for even 1 on each side. I think they're still super heavy. It sounds like we're safe in here. RWR is clean, but we're not going to make that same mistake. We're going to stay defensive a little bit. Whenever you think you're safe, just defend a little while longer. And let's go ahead and recommit here. Having shot a missile off of one side of the aircraft, the thing is massively lopsided. And yeah, you can trim it out, but then you'll fire the other one and you'll be out of trim again. So I just kind of, I don't bother trimming it. I shoot the second one quickly here, and the aircraft will be balanced out again. Here we go, 69 miles, Fox 3. So as of right now, my experience, his missiles are definitely getting over here faster than mine are. Obviously, his are hypersonic. But I think if mine reach him, which I think they're certainly doing at 60 miles, he's having a much harder time defending the Seeker on my missile. I can definitely be wrong about that. It's a matter of opinion. Kind of feels like that. Seems like it takes him a while to defend. Although, to be fair, every time I do come back up, he's there waiting. So maybe that's just in my head. Staying low here once again, hiding behind these mountains. We'll go cold for a little while longer. Okay, still continuing cold. I think we can recommit here. I'll give it a go. Nice long recommits. Remember, once again, I can't pull hard in fear of breaking my wings off here. But that is a huge advantage for, you know, the Russian side. The R-37M being much more compact than the SM-6. I think it's a big advantage. Not just because of the G-forces that it puts on the aircraft, but also consider the fact that the more compact the missile, the more platforms you can fit it on. You know, they can fit it internally inside the Sukhoi 57, the Sukhoi 75 if it's ever made. You know, whatever aircraft that has bays, all their flanker series can carry them if they, you know, wire them up. It's not a, there's not a physical limitation because the missile is compact. The SM-6 here, there may be some limitations, similar to the Phoenix. Not any aircraft could carry a Phoenix. You know, he almost had to be designed to carry one of those giant things. Looking for him on radar here. It's taken him a long time to recommit this time. Here we go, got him, finally. Trying to lock him up. Oh, he's got a missile off. I didn't manage to lock him up. I'm just going to defend here. A little bit scared of a hypersonic inside of 60 miles. I don't love the sound of that. Let me just defend into this valley here real quick. Definitely putting up a better fight this time around. I didn't poke my head up like that first round and get smoked. So things are going well. A little bit of a chess match here. Poking your head up, knowing when to and when not to. In a weird way, it kind of feels like a sniper duel between two snipers, you know, from like super long ranges. Everyone sticks their head up, takes a shot, goes behind cover. You know, the other guy maneuvers, goes behind cover, shoots, you know, and somebody's going to get hit at the end here. He took a shot at me that time, and I did not manage to shoot back, so I need to become offensive here quickly to make sure he doesn't push me. Still, here we go. Finally got him on radar at 78 miles. So he went cold quite a bit. We had him at 69 and he went all the way back to 78. So he spent at least 10 miles going cold to defeat my missile. So I know my missiles are definitely giving him some trouble for sure. It is kind of wild when you consider, you know, some of the other Fox 3 fights, like the R-37-1 and the AMRAAM. You're fighting at ranges between like 60 to 30 miles down to 10 miles sometimes, right on the deck inside the MAR. These missiles, you know, you're slinging them from 100 miles, 95 miles, 120 miles. You know, it's crazy when you consider the range difference of these more modern missiles. And, you know, it's possible this is the direction we're going. You know, missiles are just going to become longer and longer range as time goes by. Imagine, like, I don't know, 40, 50 years down the road, they'll be like 300 miles Fox 3. Absolutely crazy. I've got one of these SM-6s left, so I want to get a little bit closer and give them some real trouble with it if I can. It can be hard to find them. Like, I've got my, here I'm going to put it to high PRF, pulse repetition frequency. The high PRF is better if the bandit is coming towards you. Medium is better if he's flanking or cold to you. This is why it can be sometimes difficult to find guys on radar. Here we go, I got him at 53 miles, and it looks like he's head on, so that's why the high PRF was able to pick him up. Got him here at 52 miles. I'm gonna push him, and if he shoots at me, this is my last missile, so I'm not worried. I won't be restricted by, you know, G's. I can dive down quickly to defend his missile. Sounds like he lost lock. Fox 3 for me at 46 miles. And he was at 17,000 feet. I was at 23,000, 40-ish miles. That's a pretty dangerous missile, I think, especially if he's out in the open and he doesn't necessarily have mountains around him. I think he might be in trouble. And for whatever reason, he's not shooting. Actually makes me think he's out of missiles, but I can't assume that, right? But he's not shooting, and I'm just going to hold that lock. We have 54 seconds time to active, and we'll hold that 36 miles. The longer I hold it, the better track that missile is going to have, the more probability of kill. Here we go. 40 seconds time to active. And he is flanking. He's trying to defend. I can see it on radar. He's going to be in for a surprise any second now.